A week to shape a lifetime. Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. We're talking about Hoosier Boys State. Joining us in the studio, representing the Jasper American Legion, is Daniel Lawson. He is the chairman for the Hoosier Boys State and have been for a number of years. Welcome to the show.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Okay, now you are an American Legion member, but tell us about your service.
I had spent 23 years in the United States Army, and I retired in 1993. I used to be the station commander for the Army Recruiting Command here in Jasper. In fact, my office was next door to the old Yaggie's restaurant. And then I got transferred to Fort Knox, spent 3 years at Fort Knox, and I had a daughter that stayed here in DuBois County, and we didn't really have what we would call a home after I retired. So we came back to Jasper and been here since 1993.
Well, thank you for your service. And now your continued service, I guess, in the public sector, in that you, through the American Legion, are the chairman for the Hoosier Boys State.
Yes, the Hoosier Boys State, and actually all the children and youth programs at the American Legion Post.
Let's talk about Hoosier Boys State. What is Hoosier Boys State?
Well, Hoosier Boys State, it's a civics leadership program that simulates the Indiana political process from the local to the state level. What am I talking about? Local, from the local sheriff all the way up to the governorship.
And I remember I went to Hoosier Boys State when I was in high school. What a great honor and what a great learning experience it was for me. This is the 83rd session of Hoosier Boys State. When I was young, we were at ISU in Terre Haute. Where is it now?
It's at Trine University, which Angola, Indiana. It's a beautiful campus, very, very modern. It's a wonderful place to go visit.
Who is eligible for Hoosier Boys State?
You've got to be a junior in good standing, and by the time you go to Hoosier Boys State, you're actually going to be a high school junior graduate. But you must be recommended by either a school counselor, principal, and me included. Okay. You've got to be an outstanding junior in order to go to this particular program.
Now, since you've taken over the program here in Jasper and locally, the Hoosier Boys State representatives from DuBois County have been the largest. You hold a record, I guess, for the state.
Yes. The last year we had Hoosier Boys State was 2019, and I believe in 2019, 2019, I think I had 14 delegates.
Wow.
Which is the largest number of delegates of any American Legion post in the state.
What high schools are involved?
I primarily work Jasper High School and DuBois High School, okay, but I will accept any junior from any high school in DuBois County.
Okay.
If they're interested in attending Hoosier Boys State, I first recommend that they go to their local American Legion post. And if there's funding at that American Legion post, then they will go through that post. If that post does not have any funding, then I will get them to Hoosier Boys State.
Okay. And this year, because last year did not happen, you've got enough that you'd like to send a lot of young men.
I have enough money in the Boys State account to send probably 30 delegates.
Wow. Okay, so let's see if we can't get that many. Now, you're watching this show kind of early because the deadline's in May and Hoosier Boys State is in June, but you need to get people thinking about Hoosier Boys State now because you got to kind of plan for that event.
Well, at that particular time, the juniors their parents are starting to plan their vacations, and the junior may have a summer job, or he may be wanting to go to check out local colleges that he would like to go to, during the summertime. So I want to get the word out as early as possible, and to include, I have 2 meetings set up with high school juniors. One is at 9:45 on the 1st of December, that's Jasper High School. And I will have all the upperclassmen to talk about Hoosier Boys State. And the next day, I will be at DuBois High School at 8 a.m. on the 2nd of December, again to talk to all the juniors.
Okay.
So my plan when I have this first meeting is to plant the seed. Get them interested in Hoosier Boys State. I will hand out brochures. And once I establish all the delegates, then I will have a separate meeting with the delegates and the parents at Jasper High School. I'm sorry, at the American Legion Post.
Sure.
And we will go over the entire program. I will put on a PowerPoint presentation. I will help them with their application, and we will get the ball started.
So the first step is, I guess, they need to consider it.
They need
That's
to consider
the most important thing. And so, most of our audience in WJTS is an older audience. So if you're a grandparent or a parent watching this, be talking to your junior in high school about attending this coming summer. And then get those kids to contact Daniel Lawson. What if somebody misses those first 2 dates? That's just a kind of like a recruitment time. They could maybe decide around Christmas they want to do it. They still can contact you.
Oh, certainly, certainly. Even if they decide that they're interested in Hoosier Boys State after my meeting with the delegates and parents. Okay. I mean, it doesn't bother me to go to their house. It doesn't bother me, and if I have enough additional delegates, I'll just have another meeting at the American Legion Post. But it's so vital for me to make sure that I help them with the process, I answer all their questions, and I show them evidence in photos and videos and texts of what Hoosier Boys State is all about and what they can gain by attending Hoosier Boys State.
And what are some of the things that they can gain from going to Hoosier Boys State? I learned about how state government works. I didn't know it was like it was.
That's the primary purpose for Hoosier Boys State, is to educate these young juniors about the complete political process, from establishing your precinct all the way up to running for governorship. You will learn how to campaign. You will support either your own platform, because every political person has got to have a platform on what he or she is running for. You will learn how to do that, and the camaraderie that you will make at Hoosier Boys State will be a lifelong friendship with these guys. I mean, you're going to meet guys from all over the state of Indiana, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful program. And when you graduate from Hoosier Boys State, you will know more about the political process, about the state of Indiana's political process, than 90% of the other folks. It's everything is hands-on. From the day one you get there on Sunday, everything is hands-on.
Now, let's talk about dates. First of all, December 1st and December 2nd is when you're going to be holding some informational sessions with the juniors, because this is for juniors to apply for their senior summer. I guess after they graduate their junior year, they'll be seniors at that point.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what are the dates? What is the actual deadline for submission, and when is Hoosier Boys State?
Well, Hoosier Boys State is the 2nd of June through the 18th. I would say that a deadline, I've been known to walk a person on Trine University. I have done that in the past. I actually walked the delegate on with his paperwork and the $300 check the first day of Hoosier Boys State. They don't like to do that because they've got a lot of paperwork to do ahead of time, and they got room assignments and all this stuff. But I would say the deadline would probably be 15th of May.
15th of May, okay. And it's June 12th through the 18th.
Is the actual Hoosier Boys State.
So it's 1 week, 6 days, I think that is, maybe?
We start on a Sunday, and we complete that Friday evening as graduation.
Is there a cost for the students who are going to Hoosier Boys State, the delegates?
It costs $300 per delegate, which I have the funding that I will totally take care of all the funding. Now, there's always an issue because Trine University is about 4.5 hours north. It's a pretty good drive, and especially with the price of gas now, and who knows what it's going to be then. So we have a bus driver. Actually, he owns a school bus company that provides school bus transportation to Jasper High School and some other schools, Washington, so forth and so on. And he, in the last several years, will take the delegates from the Jasper area to Trine University for $75. Okay. That's both ways. One way, it's still $75. Okay. And we meet at the Walmart parking lot about 5 o'clock that particular Sunday morning, which is the start date, and off he goes. And he leaves his bus up there, so if the delegate wants to return back to Jasper on the bus, they get on the bus that Saturday morning, and they come back to Jasper.
Now, if student has never been away from home on his own, like they're going to be when they go to college, this is also a great experience to learn that, because you learn how to be on your own without mom and dad for a while.
Yes, and it can be a shock for some of the juniors. I had a junior a couple years ago. Actually, he was from Du Bois, and it was the first time he was away from home. The second night, he was almost ready to call mom and dad and tell them to come and get him. He just didn't know how to function without mom and dad.
So it's a good lesson.
And it was a good lesson for him because he stuck to it, and he got involved in Hoosier Boys State. He started working, and he's learning about the political process, and he completed the program, and he was happy that he decided to stay because he won one of our $1,000 scholarships.
Well, let's talk about that. So there's scholarships involved.
Yeah, and the last time we had Hoosier Boys State, they gave out approximately $13,000 worth of scholarships. We have our own $1,000 scholarship, and it's meant for a delegate of Jasper High School or a delegate or a delegate from Du Bois. I have an application process that the delegates fill out, and I make the determination based upon their activities at Hoosier Boys State. And how I know their activities at Hoosier Boys State, because I go up there for a couple days. Okay. Every Hoosier Boys State, and I change the dates that I go up there so that I'm able to see what the delegates do, the process that they're in, and it gives me an opportunity to look at the delegates, watch the delegates, and make my final decision on that $1,000 scholarship.
Okay. Is there any COVID restrictions?
Yes, the student has got to be fully vaccinated before they walk onto the campus.
Okay.
So
now, let's talk about the application process. What is it? A form they fill out, an essay, interview? How do they apply?
It's the easiest way actually the only way to apply it is go to HoosierBoysState.org, okay. And that will start the process. The process is all online. Okay. I don't recommend that they do that until we have our getting closer to the meeting that we have at the American Legion Post. Every school does things a little differently. For example, I actually go to Du Bois High School and sit down with those delegates in the library, and we go through the process. Jasper High School, they have to work with me, and I need to help them with the process. But all that stuff will be talked about when I have the meeting on the 2nd of December and the 1st of December. Okay,
so if you're from Jasper and Du Bois in December, make sure that you meet with Daniel Lawson, got that special meeting, or at least contact you through the American Legion.
Yes.
If you're a member of another Legion, because you might be watching this, say, in Martin County, and you're interested in joining, contact your local American Legion and see if they do that funding, because Hoosier Boys State is a great opportunity to learn.
Yes, and it is the experience that you're going to gain out of Hoosier Boys State is going to last you a lifetime.
Well, Daniel Lawson, thank you very much for coming in and talking about Hoosier Boys State, and thank you for your past service with the U.S. Army.
Okay, thank you.
Our guest has been Daniel Lawson. Contact him at the Jasper American Legion if you are interested in Hoosier Boys State, which the deadline's roughly May 15th for applications, but it is June 12th through June 18th, the summer of 2022. You have to be a junior now to apply and attend that. Thank you very much, Mr. Lawson.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.